Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you how to complete your Penguins audition form assignment. As we get closer and closer to auditioning, this is just one of the documents that I need in order for you to have a complete audition. We fill out the audition preference form that way. It's your way of giving me as the director a summary of your talents, your skills, and your experiences. And then it's also a way for you to let me know the parts of the show that you are interested in, whether it's the acting roles, the technical roles, or tech crew assignments, or both. And so as I'm casting the show, I try to put you all somewhere that I think will be beneficial to you, that I think will be educational and helpful to you, while at the same time isn't making you, terribly upset or uncomfortable. And so that's what this audition preference form helps me to see as I'm casting the show and looking at your audition performances. And so it's very important that you fill out this form. And so I'm going to be sharing my screen with you so I can show you exactly how to fill it out. Most of our other assignments, you're going to start out by including your Southwest ISD school email address, your name. Like we usually do, I'm going to do last name, comma, first name. And then on this form, it's going to ask you what grade you're in. Then you're going to have some questions about what kind of role you would prefer to take as we get started with the show. So overall, do you prefer an acting role or a technical role? An acting role means on stage, tech means behind the scenes, backstage, light, sound, costumes, that kind of thing. And then either one means that you would be comfortable with doing either job. The next thing you're going to do is you are going to check off the characters that you would be interested in playing in the show. Even if you have indicated that you want to be on the tech crew, I still need to know what acting roles you wouldn't mind doing, because in the event that I need to put you in an acting role, I'd like to know what you'd be comfortable with. And so you are going to check off at least 3 of them. You can obviously check off more of them. And then also I have the any character down here that you can check off if you don't really have a preference as to what you want. But you should, I think, you should be willing to indicate what that is. But anyway, I want to show you guys as well. I know it's been a while since we have looked at the script, so if you can't necessarily remember who these characters are, or what part or what scenes of the show applies to them, you can always go to our script. Under script PDFs, we do have a plot summary for the Penguins, and then we have the actual script. So you can always go back and reference those if you need a refresher on what happens in the show. The next section you're going to be filling out is what technical role you would like. You're going to choose at least 3 technical areas. Again, you are going to answer this question regardless of what you answered up here at the top. Even if you know you really would prefer an acting role, I still need to know what technical areas you would be interested in doing. And so you're going to mark at least 3 of those. The next question is going to ask you to list any acting roles, technical jobs, or other performance experiences you have had in theater or stall. So this would be where you would tell me about any other shows or productions or performances you have ever been a part of in the past. If this is your first year in theater productions, you can put, I just worked on things in theater class last year. If you were in theater productions last year, shows you worked on would be the Skokie Detective, Skokie, I can't spell. And so this is just an example, right? But for those of you that were in productions last year, you would put down Skokie Detective Charter School, and then you would tell me what part you had in that play. High School Musical Junior, you'll tell me what part you had before, obviously, High School Musical was canceled. And then if you did stall, tell me what category you did. It could be duet humorous, duet serious, duet pantomime, solo serious, whatever it was. If you're an 8th grader and you did this multiple years, you might tell me also how many years. You did stall 2 years in a row, so go ahead and write it down. The next question you're going to tell me is how many years you've been involved with McNair Theater. So you're going to include this year as whatever year it is. So if you were in 6th grade theater last year, you will have completed 1 year, and then this will be your 2nd year. If you did theater productions last year and you also did 6th grade theater, then you would put 6th grade, 7th grade, and then this would be your 3rd year, even though it's not completed. It's your 3rd year in theater, so that's what you would put down. Your next question is asking you if you would be willing to fill in for somebody else if somebody else got sick or was unable to do their part in the show for whatever reason. And so depending on whether we do this performance live or end up doing the recording, you know, that can have an effect on what kind of alternate or understudy you will be. And so that's just, you're telling me your preference of yes or no. Would you be willing to do that? This question is just you typing that you understand that even though you're giving me your preferences, you're telling me what you want on this form, that is not necessarily a 100% guarantee that you are going to get. It is you understanding that you will be expected to help out with the show in one way or another, and that you will take whatever role I assign to you. The next question is asking you about after-school rehearsals in general, depending on what the dates are. Overall, are you able to participate in after-school rehearsals if you know the dates and times beforehand? That's what that question is asking. And then the last question you will fill out before you hit submit is to let me know what extracurriculars you are in. So that, that means, for example, do you play sports? Are you in the current sports, which are volleyball and football? Do you plan to try out for the next sports, which is going to be, I believe, I'm not sure actually, but whatever the next sport is, are you planning to try out for it? Do you take dance classes, or do you play sports for another team outside of school? Do you have church on a certain day during the week? Let me know what are the other things you do besides school. Once you are done giving me that information, you are going to hit submit. And then if you have any remaining time at the end of class, you need to use that time to practice your monologue. Remember, all monologue submissions are going to be due this Wednesday, which is November 4th. And so make sure that you have that monologue prepared and ready to go. That's it for today, everyone. Remember, today is a great day. You are in control of you, and every day is a great day to try your best. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.